All right, so today we're diving into a tool that's built to solve a problem that, let's be honest, drives us all a little crazy: information overload. We're going to pull back the curtain on Google's NoteBookLM.
You know the feeling, right? You start looking up one tiny thing, and then boom! Suddenly you're just drowning in this sea of open browser tabs. Every single one has like one little piece of the puzzle you're trying to solve.
And it's not just the tabs, is it? It's that folder on your desktop that's just overflowing with PDFs. You've got reports, articles, research papers, all just sitting there waiting for that magical day when you have the time and the energy to actually read them.
Which all leads to this moment of pure frustration. You know you saw that one perfect quote, that one critical statistic, somewhere. But where was it? Was it in that article, that video transcript, that 100-page report? It's just gone.
So this is the heart of the information overload problem. It's when you have access to literally everything, but you're struggling to connect the dots to actually get any real understanding. And that's exactly the challenge that this new wave of AI tools is being built to fix.
So, let me introduce you to NoteBookLM. Now, this is not just another chatbot that knows a little bit about everything. Think of it more like your personal, super focused AI research assistant, one that's designed to work only with your stuff.
And the secret sauce, the thing that makes it all work, is this concept called source grounding. What does that actually mean? Well, it means the AI's brain is limited only to the documents you give it. So instead of trying to be an expert on the entire internet, it becomes an instant expert on your material and nothing else.
And this table just lays it out perfectly. A normal chatbot is trained on the wild, messy, enormous internet. That means it's prone to what we call hallucinations, which is just a nice way of saying it can just make stuff up. But NoteBookLM, it's grounded in your sources, which means its accuracy is way, way higher. And get this, it gives you citations, showing you exactly where in your own documents it found the answer.
Okay, theory is great, but let's get to the fun part. Let's look at how people are actually using this thing in the real world. We're going to see some absolutely genius applications, from students to professionals, all based on what real users are doing.
So yeah, you get the basic idea, but what can you really do with it? How is it literally saving people hours of work and helping them find insights they would have totally missed otherwise?
Well, check this out. Here's a quote from a Reddit user who said they're using it to digest these super complex security white papers. And for them, it's like having a full-time research admin. They just feed it these dense, confusing documents, and then they can ask it questions to build this deep understanding, even when they're on the go.
And for students? Oh, it's an absolute game changer. One person studying for an insurance course said they cut their exam prep time in half. How? Simple. They'd upload textbook chapters, ask for a study guide, and then get this. They'd ask it to create practice quizzes and flashcards from that material. All that manual work, just gone.
And this goes so far beyond just studying. People are using it to make sense of dense legal documents, like a trip insurance policy, to figure out if they're actually covered. Or for prepping for a job interview. You upload your resume and the job description and ask it to write a cover letter that highlights the perfect overlap. You can even upload your LinkedIn profile as a PDF and ask it to suggest new career paths. How cool is that?
Now, one of the most popular features, and honestly one of the most mind-blowing, is this ability to turn your research into a podcast. No, seriously. NoteBookLM can generate an entire audio overview, basically a conversation between two AI hosts, summarizing all of your sources for you.
And you can get so creative with the prompts. Check this out. One user told the AI hosts to act like they've just came back from a trip from Greece and shout out a particular viewer as well called Sam. And it did. It actually created this totally personalized, engaging, and kind of funny way to digest information.
So you're probably thinking, okay, this sounds amazing, but is it complicated to use? Well, let's look at the nuts and bolts, because it's probably a lot simpler than you think.
You can pretty much throw anything you've got at it. Of course, PDFs are a huge one, but you can also hook up your Google Drive. Just drop in website links or even YouTube URLs. It'll just grab the transcript. You can even upload your own text and audio files directly. It's incredibly flexible.
And don't even worry about running out of room. A single notebook can handle up to 50 sources and can process a mind-boggling 25 million words. To put that in perspective, that is roughly 50 times more than what a lot of other popular AI models can handle. It's huge.
Okay, but what about that annoying situation we've all been in? You try to add a link, but it's behind a paywall, or the site just flat out blocks AI scrapers. It's a pretty common problem. Well, here's the pro tip.
The fix is so simple. If a link doesn't work, you just create a new source, choose the copied text option, and just paste the entire article right in there. It's a super easy and effective workaround.
All right, let's get down to the fine print. The question that's on everybody's mind. What's this going to cost? Let's take a quick look at the plans.
And you're going to be really happy with this answer. The free plan is, well, it's just incredibly generous. You get 100 notebooks, 50 sources for each one, and 50 chat questions every single day. For most people, whether you're a student or a professional, that is more than enough to handle huge projects without ever paying a cent.
So look, the bottom line here is really simple. Just start with the free plan. It is powerful enough to completely transform how you do your research and how you learn. Trust me, you'll know if and when you start hitting those limits, and only then should you even think about upgrading.
And that really brings us to the final thought here, because this isn't just about a piece of software, right? It's about a new kind of tool for understanding, for thinking. So I'll just leave you with this question. If you had an instant expert, an expert on any topic in the world you chose, what would you ask it first?